Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Usually on this channel, you're going to learn directly from me strategies and tactics that you can use to grow your business, typically focused on how you actually get clients. Now, what we don't focus on as much is how do you actually get good results for your clients. Today, I'm going to show you how and what we used to do to get incredible results for my SMMA clients, typically in the fitness niche. If you're new, my name is Adam, and I built a seven-figure content slash consulting slash social media marketing agency over the last 3 or so years. We started off with social media management and content creation, scaled it up, later decided we would stop doing social media management, and instead we started consulting with our clients while still creating content for them. So that's what I've done, and here is how we would get results. So first, to show you how we would get results, I need to get very clear on the type of clients that we worked with so that you can see how you can apply this to your SMMA business or your agency. So we worked with fitness clients, two specific types. Number one were fitness coaches. So I'm sure you know who these are. Think of online personal trainers, online coaches. Typically, these coaches would be selling high ticket coaching. So let's just say $1,000 or more is what you would have to pay them to get their coaching. The second type of client we worked with were supplement companies. Okay, so we're just going to call these brands for short, but they typically sold supplements, again, in the fitness slash health slash self-improvement world. So those two types of businesses are actually very different. Okay, they're in basically the same industry, but as you can imagine, how you grow sales and get more customers for a supplement company, it's actually quite different to how you would then get results and clients and sales for a fitness coach. And that's why I want to break it down in this video. Now, my goal is that whatever niche you are in, whatever type of clients you want to attract, I want you to be able to take away from this video some of the strategies that I would use that you can then use yourself. You might need to tweak them slightly. You mightn't be able to copy and paste them directly, but you'll be able to get 80% of the knowledge needed to get these done for your clients. Why? Because if you get your clients good results, they will stay with you longer and they'll pay you a shit ton of money. Okay. So let's start off with fitness coaches. We're going to primarily focus on how we got results for coaches. Okay. So our service was typically the same. So for every client that we brought on, the service, aka what we did, what we delivered, was the same. But a very, very key important thing to note is that the results that each client was buying from us changed. Okay. So think about that. We offered the same service, but some clients were buying a different result. Okay, I'll give you some examples. Let's say we have John. He's a fitness coach. He already makes money. Okay, he's doing 20K a month, living his dream life. For him, he may not want us to come in and explode his business. His goal might simply be to save more time. Okay, so let's say John is creating all of his social media content on Instagram and TikTok, and he's even using Facebook. That is probably taking him 2, 3, 4 hours a day. So John might pay us literally to save him time. Okay, let's put a little clock here for time saving. Okay, that's John. Let's say next client, and this was a real client we had, Julian. He was a guy that came to us where he was making money, let's say similar to John, 20K plus a month. But guess what? He wanted more. This guy had sights of building a 7-figure coaching business, which means he would need to make like 80,000 plus per month. So for this guy, even though we offered the same service, the result he was buying was very different. His result was, I want you guys to blow up my social media and then bring me more leads and then bring me more clients. Okay, so such a different result, yet the same thing, right? The same offer and the same service that we delivered. Okay, so what would we do for these clients? I'm going to focus on Julian. Julian is a real client in my agency. There's actually another video that I posted on YouTube. You can find it. Just type in fitness coach and you'll find it in my channel. Basically, we added $18,000 in new revenue. Okay, so I'll put that here. $18,000 in new revenue for him in 1 month. That's pretty mad. Right, 18,000 in new revenue in 1 month. His service fee to us was less than $1,000, and if you watch the video, you'll find out he referred so many clients to us that we would discount off his entire service fee. So he literally paid $0 and he was making back this amount of money. So how we did it with Julian, let's get into it right now. So the first thing that we offered was content. Okay. So for Julian, because he's doing 20K a month, okay, that's where he was at. And he wanted to get to, let's just say 80K a month. Terrible handwriting there. To get to 80K a month, he needed content that would grow his audience. Okay. So we would primarily focus on video content. We would do lifestyle photos that he would send to us and we would post on his page, but we would also focus on infographics. Okay. Infographics. The three then content pillars that we would use, right? I'll put them here. Number one was content that we were going to post to get views. Okay, so this would be controversial content, content that is designed to go viral. Okay, second type of content is content that is going to get leads. Okay, so we typically call this call to action content, right? Where you are posting a video and at the end of the video it says DM me the word fit if you want to learn how to lose X number of pounds. Okay, so this would get us the views and the audience, and then this would get us the leads. Now the final piece is to get sales. So how we would get sales is through content that we used to call nurture content. Okay, think of it like this. I am a fitness coach. I post a video saying, here's 5 myths about fat loss. Will that get me a client? Not necessarily. It'll get me views and engagement and people coming to my profile. The second type of content I'm going to post is, let's say 3 days later, I say, oh, by the way, I'm looking for 3 people, 3 busy moms that want to lose 10 pounds in the next 90 to 120 days. If that's you, DM me the word fit. Nurture content is then me posting, oh, here's a testimonial from Joan who went through my program, or here's 3 things that I did with my client Jane to help her lose weight. All right, this is the content that will push the person from, okay, this guy might be able to help me, to, wow, he's got the proof, he's got the knowledge, he's got the results to actually help me. Okay, so that's the content we would post. Now, the second thing that we had to do, especially with this guy, Julian, was to grow his audience. Okay, so how would we grow his audience? How would we get new followers and just abundance of new eyeballs into his page? First, it is through this right here, the content specifically designed for views and for growth and for virality. Okay, now, unfortunately, there are periods where even when you're posting good content, you're not growing. Okay, so for example, your page, it's just not really reaching, your hashtags aren't hitting the algorithm, etc. In that case, what we would do is we would do shout outs. Okay, this is something I've never really seen people talk about in the agency space, but essentially we would buy shout outs from fitness pages and we would use pages that we owned ourselves. Now, we were in a very lucky position with my agency where we had spent time building pages and buying Instagram pages. So we had 500,000 followers, right? We'd have 500K across probably like, 8 to 10 Instagram pages, all in the fitness, the health, the food space. So we could then just do shout outs, right? We would essentially post a post on these pages and it would say something like, Julian is looking for 3 people that want to do X, Y, and Z. Message him the word fit if you want to learn how. Or Julian is giving away a free macro calculator that you can use to lose weight in the next 3 months, right? That's how we would grow his page. Pretty easy stuff to do, but it's knowing how much to pay these pages, where to find them, how to set up the whole deal. That's what most people get wrong, and they try this and it doesn't work for them. Okay, so that's something we did, and we did it incredibly well. The last thing is sales, right? Julian was one of our clients who knew what he was doing. Okay, this guy was good at sales. He was a killer. He's a really cool dude. Okay, for some of our clients, they don't know how to sell, so we can get them beautiful content that gets them new eyeballs and great engagement, and then we can shout them out on big pages to get more traffic to their page. But if they don't know how to sell, guess what? They ain't signing clients, right? It doesn't matter if you have 1 million followers. If you don't know how to sell, you're not going to make that much money. You will get some sales just because the sheer volume of people you have, but the same guy with 1 million followers could be making the same amount of money as the guy with 10K followers. The difference is one guy's really good at sales, one's good at getting attention, but the guy who's good at sales is actually making the same amount of money with literally, I don't know what, 1% of the followers. So how we would help people would typically be through our consulting. right? Just literally explaining to them how you need to do this. Okay. So how to set up your Calendly so that people can book a free consultation call with you. A sales script. We would give our clients a rough sales script to follow. So if you get somebody on the phone, here's what you got to do. Here's what you got to walk them through for like 30 to 40 minutes so that they go from kind of interested to here's my credit card. I want to work with you and sign me up to your fitness program. So those are the three main things we did to get like insane results for our clients. And the beauty of it is that we never had to run any ads. Okay. We spent no money on Facebook ads. And this is kind of insane because the SMMA space is so dominated by people that run ad agencies. And they claim that that's the only way to get results for your clients. In my space, in the fitness coaching space primarily, it was an injustice if we were to say run ads to a client unless they were making 100K a month. And I say that like, just to let you know, like we would literally tell clients if they came to us and said, hey, I think I want to run ads. We would ask them, are you doing 100K a month? No, don't do ads. Like you have so much untapped potential through organic content and growth using our strategies to get to at least 100K a month. Okay. So before we go and throw money at ads, get that dialed in. Okay. So we could get such good results literally just through content, some shout outs, and a little bit of consulting. Okay. So our clients would pay us, on average, we had a super low ticket offer at one point where we would just create content and consult with our clients. So no shout outs, no growth, no posting for our client, just like 10 pieces of raw content that they would post themselves plus consulting. We did that for $450 a month, but on the upper end, we had clients pay up to $3,000 a month, just depending on the scope of the service. Meaning for one guy, we might create 10 pieces of content. For another guy, we might create 60 or 90 per month. So obviously the price is going to change based on that. Now, coming back to e-commerce brands that we worked with, okay, back up here to the brands and the supplements. The approach that we would use to get them results was similar, but also different, okay? For us, I'll be honest, fitness coaches, like that's our specialty. That's still to this day, like that's what I know the best. If I have a fitness coach friend and they want advice, I know if I give them advice, it should work pretty damn fucking well. However, an e-commerce brand, it's going to be similar, right? The first thing we're going to do is content to get them growth. The second is, yes, we would do shout outs. Okay. So we would also do shout outs for brands. But the final part was a little bit more tricky, the sales. Okay. Why? Because if our client is selling a nootropic performance enhancing supplement, right? We're pretty much relying on how good their website is and how good their products actually are. Okay. If they've got shit products and a shit website, like even with the best content and the best growth strategies, we're not going to get sales. Okay. An example of this is we could have a client that has a 5% conversion rate on their website, meaning that if 100 people go to the website, 5 people will buy products. However, we could have another client selling a very similar product, but they might have a 1% conversion rate. Okay. So for us, with the same amount of effort, giving them the same amount of growth, same amount of traffic, they're going to get only 20% of what these guys got. These guys get 100% of results. These guys get 20%. Nothing to do with our service, right? Our service is the exact same. The difference is the conversion rate. So for brands, this is a little bit more difficult, but it's still very much possible. You can come in and fix this by doing consulting. Okay. So explaining to your clients, this is what you need to change in your website. This is what you got to tweak because we need to get your conversion rate to go up. So there you have it, folks. I really hope this training was valuable for you. No fancy editing, just straight to the point, no BS. This is how we got results. If you want to know more about how we got clients, in my agency, we signed over 355 clients, mixed between fitness coaches and supplement companies. If you want to learn how we did that and how we actually can do this for you, you can book a call with me or one of my team members. The link to that will be in the description of this video. But if you just want to watch more YouTube videos, I've got a ton of content on here that you'll probably learn from as well. So hope you have a good day and we'll talk soon. Peace.